Hi, I'm your host Takutaka Izumi. Welcome to the right place. Here broadcast original insights into cultures, social issues, and stories. Today's episode is about umbrellas and citizenhood in Hong Kong umbrella movement and the 2020 Black Lives Matter movement in Seattle. I will tell how and why a thing represents other multiple existences through these cases. In 2014, Hong Kong pro-democracy demonstrators demanded the right to pick its leaders on their own. Hong Kong, which had been a part of the former British Empire until 1977, had some independence from China. This was called One Country, Two Systems. When China government decided to prescribe pre-screening of candidates in elections, the protests started. The protesters demanded more transparent elections. Police officers used tear gas, pepper spray, and batons against pro-democracy demonstrators. Protesters used umbrellas to protect themselves from police officers. Umbrellas became the most visible symbol of the demonstrators' campaign for more democratic Hong Kong. It was also useful for protecting themselves for the blazing midday sun. In 2020, umbrellas again became a symbol in a social and political movement in North America. Seattle protesters holding the Black Lives Matter sign had faced police deploying tear gas, pepper spray, and flashbangs. And then umbrellas started to multiply at the front line against the police barricades. The citizens behind them held the BLM placards and chanted the names of police brutality victims like a quarterback sending a ball. In Hong Kong protests, the yellow umbrella became especially a common scene logo. In Seattle, the color is bright pink. It has been said that there is an anti-umbrella sentiment in Seattle, saying Seattleites don't use umbrellas. That means the rain and umbrellas are parts of their ordinary life for some or many because of the climate. An umbrella is generally a tool for protecting people from raindrops and then not sufficient against the pepper spray and tear gas. A military type of gas mask, which is more useful against law enforcement crowd control, riot control, is available on online purchase. However, an umbrella is useful when protesters show themselves as citizens and peaceful protesters. An umbrella is a part of ordinary life in many modern countries, military gas masks not. Defensive gas masks were used in both movements but were not recognized as a symbol of the movement, a thing representing them. In modern democratic countries, notable features in most protests are attempts to reveal their legitimacy as citizens and differentiate themselves from antisocial forces and criminals, even though several governments and groups will try to label them differently. In the Hong Kong movement, many developed countries, including the United Kingdom, supported the protest. The Russia and China government blamed the US government for evoking the turmoil. In technological developments, most of the products have multiple possibilities to use and multiple users. Finally, the object becomes suitable for one purpose. No one buys a baseball bat for stretching cookie dough. However, in these cases, the umbrella's insufficiency for the purpose has merit. Utilizing ordinary things means their citizenhood. Moreover, this usage is related to realizing one of the possibilities. Umbrellas have the potentials for protecting from any kind of liquid material. Therefore, an umbrella against tear gas and pepper spray is the realization of a possibility in the usages. Social and political movements demand social changes. In other words, these are attempts to realize the possibilities they could have and imagine. Whether alternatives exist in other societies or are written in books, their potential is recognized by those who desire changes. In some Native American societies, lightning was thought to be caused by thunderbirds. The moderns think it is a natural electrical discharge. Some of them would think thunderbird is mysterious and interesting. Others would think it is absurd. After the invention of the concept of culture, anthropologists' role has been to give the cultural context to understand their view, and similar methods have generally been used whether by scholars or not. If some think of thunderbirds as ridiculous, it is due to the absence or the oblivion of the cultural context in which its existence was believed. Philosopher Wittgenstein claimed the practices are the source of rules and the meaning of the things. In the above cases, the reason for picking up one from multiple components on the streets as representatives are historically, culturally situated practices, and the practices are inseparable from the things themselves. In material terms in anthropology, it can be said that things are the meanings. An American anthropologist, Margaret Mead, referred to Oliver Cromwell's words, "and keep your powder dry," as the most significant indication of the American national character. It shows American realism that he or she should be always prepared. Even if a soldier doesn't have to keep one's powder dry in the 21st century, when he or she finds the usage of the expression "and then firearms," she and her weapon would connect with different times, different spaces, which are all folded within firearms. The same can be said for umbrellas now and in the future. In this episode, I have spoken about umbrellas and citizenhood in two citizen movements. The reasons why umbrellas became their symbols came from their practices on the streets. In the last episode, I've spoken about tattoos, which could be a part of our survival. In this episode, now I can say umbrellas could represent people as a governor, senator, and the president do. Thanks for listening. See you next episode. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to my channel. Please make a donation to support my channel. Bye.